In 2016, a few hedge fund traders bought a pile of graphics cards to mine crypto. It was a side project, a joke, a way to make a few extra bucks. But that tiny experiment would become one of the most valuable GPU cloud companies in the world. This is the story of how Brian Venturo and his friends accidentally built CoreWeave and became billionaires doing it. Brian Venturo wasn't your typical Silicon Valley prodigy. He studied economics, worked in hedge funds, traded energy and carbon credits. He was the kind of guy who looked at numbers all day, not circuit boards. But that background, in markets, timing, and volatility, would secretly prepare him for the biggest pivot of his life. Late 2016. Brian and two colleagues, Michael Intrator and Brannin McBee, started mining Ethereum. They filled a small office with GPUs. The noise? Deafening. The heat? Unreal. But they were printing crypto. They scaled it up. More GPUs, more racks, more cooling. And then the crypto boom fizzled. What do you do with thousands of GPUs when mining stops paying? Brian had a thought. These GPUs don't just crunch crypto, they crunch math. And what needs math? AI, rendering, machine learning. In 2017, they created CoreWeave, first a crypto company, then a GPU cloud service. At the time, no one cared about AI compute, but they quietly built anyway, warehouse by warehouse, rack by rack. When the world woke up to AI, CoreWeave was already years ahead. While Amazon and Google built cloud empires on CPUs, CoreWeave specialized in GPUs, the chips that power modern AI. They weren't chasing Office apps or web hosting, they were building for training intelligence. Their mining experience gave them a secret weapon, efficiency. They knew cooling, power management, automation, and how to scale fast. So when the generative AI wave hit, they were ready to cash in. Picture this, a plain white building in the desert. No windows, just transformers, power lines, and guards at the gate. Inside, rows of servers stretch longer than a football field. Each rack holds millions of dollars in GPUs, cooled by a maze of pipes carrying chilled water. The air buzzes with static and heat. The electricity bill? As high as a small city's. Every second, those GPUs process billions of calculations, training AIs that write text, paint images, simulate protein folds. It's the new industrial revolution, but instead of steam engines, we've got silicon and electricity. CoreWeave embraced that early. While others hesitated, they built massive data centers that became the factories of the AI age. Then came the gold rush. ChatGPT launched. Demand for GPUs exploded. Suddenly, CoreWeave's warehouses of graphics cards were worth billions. They had supply when no one else did, and the right connections with NVIDIA. Their crypto leftovers became the backbone of the world's AI boom, from a handful of miners to a network of data centers across America and Europe. From a joke project to a company valued at nearly $60 billion. CoreWeave went from what if to world-class in record time. Brian shifted from tinkerer to strategist, guiding growth, partnerships, and scale. Their client list? Everyone building the next big AI model. Brian Venturo isn't just a tech founder. He's a risk trader who saw opportunity where others saw chaos. He took lessons from energy markets and applied them to computing. Power, efficiency, arbitrage, it's all connected. And while luck played a part, preparation played a bigger one. When AI needed infrastructure, he already had it running. What can we learn from this wild story? 1. Always be ready to pivot. 2. Build when others are distracted. 3. Luck favors the ones already in motion. 4. You don't need a tech degree to build a tech empire. 5. The next big thing might already be humming in your garage. Today, CoreWeave is worth tens of billions. And Brian Venturo? He's one of the world's fastest new billionaires, not by design, but by evolution. From mining crypto in a closet to powering the intelligence of the future. Some accidents are just destiny in disguise. Brian Venturo's story shows that the biggest revolutions don't always start in labs. Sometimes they start in garages full of noise, heat, and blinking lights. From crypto chaos to AI cloud dominance, CoreWeave's journey is the definition of a pivot done right. If you enjoyed this story, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, was it luck or strategy? Either way, they changed the game.